Romantic comedy. This genre blends humor with love stories, following characters as they stumble through attraction, misunderstandings, and eventual connection. It became a dominant force in the 1980s and 90s, with films built around charming leads and witty banter. The comedy usually comes from awkward situations rather than slapstick, and the ending almost always resolves with the couple together. Here are 3 examples of movies or TV shows in this genre. When Harry Met Sally, Notting Hill, Crazy Rich Asians, slapstick comedy. This style relies on physical exaggeration, pratfalls, and chaotic timing rather than clever dialogue. It traces back to silent film performers who had to make audiences laugh without sound, using their bodies as the entire joke. Modern versions still lean on stunts, collisions, and over-the-top reactions, keeping the humor visual and immediate. Here are 3 examples of movies or TV shows in this genre: Mr. Bean's Holiday, Home Alone, The Naked Gun, dark comedy. Here the humor is drawn from subjects that are usually treated seriously, such as death, crime, or personal failure. The tone stays light even while the content feels heavy, creating a strange but effective contrast. Writers use this style to comment on uncomfortable truths while still keeping the audience laughing. Here are 3 examples of movies or TV shows in this genre: Fargo, The Death of Stalin, Jojo Rabbit, satire. This type uses humor to criticize people, institutions, or social systems. It often exaggerates real-world behavior to expose flaws in politics, media, or culture. Because the jokes are tied to commentary, satire tends to feel sharper and more pointed than other comedy styles. Here are 3 examples of movies or TV shows in this genre: Dr. Strangelove, Don't Look Up, American Psycho. Parody. A parody takes an existing genre, film, or public figure and mimics it in an exaggerated way for laughs. It depends on the audience already knowing the source material, since much of the humor comes from recognizing what is being mocked. Popular targets have included horror movies, action franchises, and famous pop culture trends. Here are 3 examples of movies or TV shows in this genre: Scary Movie, Airplane, Spaceballs. Screwball comedy. This style became popular in the 1930s and features fast-paced dialogue, mistaken identities, and characters from different social classes clashing with each other. The humor comes from rapid back-and-forth exchanges rather than physical gags. It often centers on strong, independent characters who challenge the norms of their time. Here are 3 examples of movies or TV shows in this genre: Bringing Up Baby, It Happened One Night, His Girl Friday. Buddy comedy. This type focuses on 2 mismatched characters forced to work together, with their contrasting personalities driving most of the humor. Their friction slowly turns into friendship as the story unfolds. The format works well across many settings, from crime investigations to simple road trips. Here are 3 examples of movies or TV shows in this genre: Rush Hour, 21 Jump Street, The Hangover. Mockumentary. Shot in a documentary style, this genre pretends to capture real events while actually presenting fictional and often absurd situations. Interviews, shaky camera work, and deadpan narration all add to the illusion of authenticity. The humor comes from characters treating ridiculous scenarios as completely normal. Here are 3 examples of movies or TV shows in this genre. This is Spinal Tap, Best in Show, What We Do in the Shadows. Coming-of-age comedy. This type follows young characters navigating school, friendships, and early life struggles, using humor to soften the emotional weight of growing up. It blends relatable awkwardness with genuine warmth. Many of these films double as reflections on a specific generation or time period. Here are 3 examples of movies or TV shows in this genre: Superbad, Booksmart, Mean Girls, absurdist comedy. This style leans into illogical situations, strange characters, and humor that rejects normal storytelling rules. It often abandons realistic cause and effect entirely, favoring randomness and surprise. Audiences are meant to laugh at the sheer unpredictability rather than a traditional structured joke. Here are 3 examples of movies or TV shows in this genre: The Grand Budapest Hotel, Napoleon Dynamite, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Workplace comedy set within an office or professional environment. This genre draws humor from everyday frustrations like awkward coworkers, incompetent bosses, and mundane routines. It often uses an ensemble cast to keep multiple comedic dynamics running at once. The setting itself becomes a source of endless material because most viewers can relate to it directly. Here are 3 examples of movies or TV shows in this genre: Office Space, The Devil Wears Prada, 9 to 5.